just like to welcome everybody today to the swearing-in ceremony of our three newest recruits to the Sault Ste. Police Service. Very exciting day for them, and I'm sure for yourselves as family members. We're very excited for them, as I'm sure you all are as well. Last time I forgot, a couple times I forget the recruits out in the hallway, so this time I'd like to call them in. Good job. I told them to sit down as synchronized as they could. They did a good job. Before we get started, I'm Ben Boldak, so I'm an inspector in charge of recruiting and training. So I've had the honor of getting to know these young gentlemen along the way throughout the process. A couple of them already worked here for us as special constables, and the other was over in Europe playing hockey and doing great things. So we're excited to have all you guys on board. I'd like to acknowledge Mayor Shoemaker in attendance today. Thank you for coming, sir. Chief Stevenson, Deputy Chief Duguay, and Inspector Freeman. At this time, if everybody could rise, please. I'd like to call in Madam Justice Chicetta. You see that. Thank you. Before we get started, I'd just like to explain the process a little bit. So what will happen is each recruit will come up individually. Chief Stevenson will read their bio. They'll go up, they'll get sworn in by Her Honor, and then they're going to come over and they're very excited. They get to make a little speech and thank who they want to thank. They're very excited about that this morning. But there'll be plenty of opportunities afterwards if you want to get up and take pictures with the recruit, with the chief, with whoever you want. So we'll have lots of times to come up after you get pictures so you guys can enjoy the day, soak it all in, and I'm sure we'll be able to get you some video and pictures for all family members after. So let's enjoy the ceremony, and we'll go from there. Before we start, I'd like to invite Mayor Shoemaker up for a few remarks.
You're considerably taller than me. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our newest recruits. I'm happy to be here to join you for what is an exciting day for the three of you who are being sworn in today. I want to congratulate our newest constables. Today is the result of a lot of hard work, and I hope you take a moment to reflect on the path that led you to policing, as Her Honor has mentioned. It's an incredibly important career, and I commend you all for choosing it. I would also like to acknowledge the family and friends that are here today. Your support and encouragement have been invaluable to these officers throughout their journey. Becoming a police officer is not just about wearing the uniform that they've got on today. It's about embracing a calling. You have chosen a path that requires courage, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to justice. Your role is critical in maintaining public safety and the security of our community. I'm sure I'm not telling you anything you don't already know when I say that the career you have chosen will test your resolve and test your character. Building and maintaining the trust of the community is paramount, and I encourage you all to engage with the people you serve, to get involved in the community you serve, and to listen to its concerns and work collaboratively to find solutions. Our community is well served by the Sault Ste. Marie Police Service, and I want to once again congratulate the newest recruits who are joining a tremendous team. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Before I hand this over to Chief Stevenson, I'd be remiss. I totally forgot Sergeant Baber. He's in charge of our training, and he got these fine young gentlemen ready for OPC, along with Sergeant Chabot and Constable Keating in our training branch. And Sergeant McFarland, I'm sure many of you have met him. He's out there in the streets trying to recruit for officers. So if you know anybody other than these three gentlemen that want to be police officers, we're still looking. So spread the word. And yeah, so they were very integral in getting the recruits ready, which I'm sure they'll thank them in their speeches as well. So without further ado, I'd like to call up Chief Stevenson.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. What a wonderful day to enjoy in July, to come out and see the acknowledgement of these three young men in their chosen profession. You know, listening to Her Honor and the Mayor, there's not a lot more I can say about how proud we are of you and of all the people, including our own bureaus, that have got these folks here that will manage their careers over the next 30 years, my senior command, who have an incredible responsibility to make sure these employees, these members, these friends, our sons, our daughters are supported through the next 30 years. Policing is a difficult job, much more difficult in the last 5 to 10 years. And for that, that's why we need you to help us keep this community safe. There's one thing that caught my attention. It was our mayor's comment that if I gave you any advice in the future, it's listen to our community. Listen to our community. The demands of this role have changed significantly. Maybe it's time, being self-reflective of 38 years, that we get to know our community better than we ever have before. Let's get to know those shop owners. Let's get to know those people that are in distress. And that can always serve you well. Once again, everyone, thanks for coming. We're going to start the process. And at this time, I would like Nicolas Berlingieri to come up to my left, please, while I read a short bio. So Nicolas has quite a group of people here he wants to thank. He would like to thank his mother, Anita, and Nick. If you just want to raise your hand so we can see where you are. Sister Alexander and fiance Adam. Grandparents Lena and Italo. Aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends, and those who are in spirit. Roma, Domenico Berlingieri, and Clorinda Berlingieri. And for the continuous love, support, and I love this one, quality meals over the years. This young fella played junior A hockey and a little bit of D1 hockey at Lake Superior State. Most important, and one of the biggest things in his resume, he's now the Sault Ste. Marie Police Service goalie in our hockey team. He attended Sault College, Police Foundation's Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice at Lake Superior State. He trenched her out at the security guard at the station mall before becoming a special constable with us. He served that role for 4.5 years. He would like to thank the service for giving him the opportunity to practice his passion and make a positive difference in the community that helped raise him. Let's give a big round of applause.
Welcome. So before we administer your oaths, you should always remember where you came from. You can have a seat if you like, or stand, whatever you feel more comfortable. Okay. You always have to remember who came before you. And as a goalie for the Sault Ste. Marie Police Services, you really should appreciate the big shoes you have to fill. I mean, the past Sault Ste. Marie Police Services goalie was something, that's all I'm saying. Okay, well, let's get this done then. Are you ready? Okay. I, Nicolas Berlingieri,
I, Nicolas Berlingieri,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will be loyal to Canada,
that I will be loyal to Canada,
that I will uphold the Constitution of Canada,
that I will uphold the Constitution of Canada,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my
to the
ability,
best of my ability,
preserve the peace,
preserve the peace,
prevent offenses,
prevent offenses,
and discharge my other duties as a police officer
and discharge my other duties as a police officer,
impartially
impartially
and according to law.
and according to law.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Sign right there. I, Nicolas Berlingieri,
I, Nicolas Berlingieri,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will not disclose
that I will not disclose
any information obtained
any information obtained
by me
by me
in the course of my duties
in the course of my duties
as a police officer,
as a police officer,
except as I may be authorized
except as I may be authorized
or required by law.
or required by law.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Nicolas Berlingieri,
I, Nicolas Berlingieri,
have been duly appointed
have been duly appointed
and sworn as a police officer
sworn as a police officer
in and for the city of Sault Ste. Marie,
in the city of
in
in
and for
and for this
the city of Sault
the
Ste.
city of
Marie,
Sault Ste. Marie.
hereby covenant,
Here I covenant,
promise,
promise,
and agree
and agree
to and with
to and with
the Sault Ste. Marie Police Services Board,
with the Sault Ste. Marie Police Services Board,
that I will
that I will
faithfully observe,
keep,
and obey
and obey
all rules
all rules
and regulations
and regulations
which may,
which may,
from time to time,
from time to time,
be enacted
be enacted
for the control
for the control
or the commands
or the command
and direction
and directions
of my superior officer
of my superior officer
and of the said board,
and of the said board,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Inspect- Sure. Go. I, Nicolas Berlingieri,
I, Nicolas Berlingieri,
do solemnly promise
do solemnly promise
and declare
and declare
that I will truly,
that I will truly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my
to
knowledge
the best of my knowledge
and ability,
and ability,
execute the office
execute the office
of police constable
of police constable
in this municipality,
in this municipality,
and that I have not
and that I have not
received
received
and will not receive
and will not receive
any payment
any payment
or reward thereof
or reward thereof
for the exercise
for the exercise
of any partiality
of any partiality
or malversation
or malversation
or other undue execution
or any undue execution
of such office.
of such office. Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to start off and thank the chief, deputy chief, inspectors, the training board, uniform recruitment, and everybody else at the Sault Ste. Marie Police Service that has helped me over the last 4.5 years get me to where I wanted to be. I wouldn't be here without them, all the help and the training and the friendships. I'd like to thank these two guys up here, Dylan and Nick. Couldn't have asked for two great guys, or I could have asked for better guys to go to OPC with. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad. I just almost remember it like yesterday when we were sitting in Applebee's figuring out what I wanted to do for my future, and I decided to do policing. I'd like to thank my sister Alexandra, Adam, my friend Josh, my nana Nono, Italo, and Lena, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, and those who couldn't be here with me today, who are here in spirit. Just want to thank them most importantly as well. Thank you, everybody.
We have Dylan Forsyth. So he was previously a special constable at the service for 4 months before he was selected to become a constable. He's 22 years old. Before he entered his policing career, he played traveling hockey for the JR Greyhounds and then continued playing hockey throughout his college years. He also played traveling football through high school, where he planned on moving away to Windsor to play football, but that was cut short due to COVID. He's an avid golfer. If he's not at work, then he's most likely at the golf course playing a round of golf or on the range practicing. He would like to thank and recognize his girlfriend Sophie, right there, who has supported him through the last 4 years and has always pushed him to apply when he was unsure. He would like to thank his mom for always helping him grow up. He would also like to thank our officer, Mike Pavoni, for helping him with questions and making sure that he was taking the right path, and gave advice from someone who had been through years of service. He would also like to thank the service for giving him the opportunity for both his special constable status as well as this opportunity. He is thankful for the opportunity to help the community in which he grew up in. Big round of applause, please.
Many good things came from COVID, but if it got you to stay here, then we can be grateful for that. And I think we've seen you on the golf course. We expect to see you more on the golf course.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this done. You ready? Okay. Yep. Okay. I, Dylan Forsyth, solemnly swear that I will be loyal to Canada, that I will uphold the Constitution of Canada, and that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve the peace, prevent offenses, and discharge my other duties as a police officer impartially and according to law, so help me God. I, Dylan Forsyth, solemnly swear that I will not disclose any information obtained by me in the course of my duties as a police officer, except as I may be authorized or required by law, so help me God. I, Dylan Forsyth, having been duly appointed and sworn as a police officer in and for the city of Sault Ste. Marie, hereby covenant, promise, and agree to, and with the Sault Ste. Marie Police Services Board, that I will faithfully observe, keep and obey all rules and regulations which may from time to time be enacted for the control or the commands and direction of my superior officer and of the said board. So help me God. I, Dylan Forsyth, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially, to the best of my knowledge and ability, execute the office of police constable in this municipality, and that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward thereof for the exercise of any partiality or malversation or any other undue execution of such office.
good afternoon. I'd just like to give a good, quick thanks to the chief, the deputy, and the board for giving me this opportunity. I'd also like to thank the training branch for helping us all the way through. Whenever we had any questions at OPC or even when we were back, they've always helped us with no hesitation. I'd like to thank the two other recruits that came down with us, Nick and Nick. I mean, they went through the same thing that I had to go through, and we made sure that we were all together and got through it together. So that was awesome. And then I'd like to just thank all of my family that's here today. You guys have always supported me and made sure that I've got through and taught me the lessons that I've needed to throughout my life. So thank you for that. Thank you.
And last but not least, Nicolas Plastino. Come on. So Nick number 2, he's 38 years old. He was born and raised in the great city of Sault Ste. Marie. He grew up playing all types of sports, but his passion is playing hockey. He had the opportunity to live out his passion, playing professional hockey in Europe for the past 15 years. He would like to thank his wife, Amy, and his 2 daughters, Maya and Gia, for allowing him to pursue that passion and follow him all over Europe. He would also like to thank his parents, Gino and Lori. Without their sacrifices and dedication, he would not be the man he is today. Lastly, he would like to thank the service for giving him the opportunity to pursue this next chapter in his life. He is looking forward to working with his colleagues and having an active hand in keeping this city safe and orderly. Congratulations.
Very good to have you home. I see a little theme here, though. I can't wait to see the next firefighters tournament, or there's a little theme going on, stacking the deck. So get you sworn in. I, Nicolas Plastino,
I, Nicolas Plastino,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will be loyal to Canada,
that I will be loyal to Canada,
that I will uphold the Constitution of Canada,
that I will uphold the Constitution of Canada,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
preserve the peace,
preserve the peace,
prevent offenses,
prevent offenses,
and discharge my other duties
and discharge my other duties
as a police officer
as a police officer
impartially
impartially
and according to law.
and according to law.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Nicolas Plastino,
I, Nicolas Plastino,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will not disclose
that I will not disclose
any information
any information
obtained by me
obtained by me
in the course of my duties
in the course of my duties
as a police officer,
as a police officer,
except as I may be authorized
except as I may be authorized
or required by law.
or required by law.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Nicolas Plastino,
I, Nicolas Plastino,
having been duly appointed
having been duly appointed
and sworn as a police officer
and sworn as a police officer
in and for
in and for
the city of Sault Ste. Marie,
the city of Sault Ste. Marie,
hereby covenant,
hereby covenant,
promise,
promise,
and agree
and agree
to and with
to and with
the Sault Ste. Marie Police Services Board
the Sault Ste. Marie Police Service Board
that I will
that I will
faithfully observe,
faithfully observe,
keep and obey
keep and obey
all rules and regulations
all rules and regulations
which may from time to time
which may from time to time
be enacted
be enacted
for the control
for the control
or the commands
or the
and
commands
direction
and direction
of my superior officer
of my superior officer
and of the said board.
and of the said board.
So help me God.
So help me God.
That's it. I, Nicolas Plastino,
I, Nicolas Plastino,
do solemnly promise
do solemnly promise
and declare
and declare
that I will truly
that I will truly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my knowledge
to the best of my knowledge
and ability,
and ability,
execute the office
execute the office
of police constable
of police constable
in this municipality,
in this municipality,
and that I have not
and that I have not
received
received
and will not
and will not
receive
receive
any payment
any payment
or reward thereof
or reward thereof
for the exercise
for the exercise
of any partiality
of any partiality
or malversation
or malversation
or other undue execution
or other undue execution
of such office.
of such office.
Congratulations.
First off, I'd like to thank the service for giving me this opportunity to pursue my next chapter. I'd like to thank the chief, the deputy chief, inspectors, and the board. I'd also like to thank the training staff, Sergeant Baber, Sergeant Chabot, and Constable Keating. I'd also like to thank Sergeant McFarland for guiding me through the hiring process. I'd like to thank my parents, Gino and Lori, my wife, Amy, and my kids, Maya and Gia. And finally, I'd like to thank Nick and Dylan for helping me get through college at 38 years old. Appreciate all the help, guys, and I just want to recognize that it didn't go unnoticed, so thank you.
Congratulations, gentlemen. You're no longer Cap City recruit constables. You're now full-fledged constables. With the caveat, you still have to get through your coach officers and get their approval, but you're on your way. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. Before everybody leaves, and just remember, you come up here for pictures after. And I apologize, Sarah Miles, I forgot to thank you. She was like the parade master getting us all here and make sure everything's organized, so thank you very much. Help yourselves to treats out there. Chief was up all night baking, so thank you, Chief. Yeah. And once again, I'd like to thank Madam Justice Chetta. We really appreciate you taking time in your schedule to come do this. It's very nice in this environment to have a judge come in front of the recruits, have that experience, and this formal setting. We really appreciate that. At this time, if all could rise. Thank you. This concludes the ceremony. So come on down, take pictures with the officers and with the chief if you like, the deputy, Inspector Freeman. He loves pictures. Thank you very much. I know. I thought I could do it. I'm good. What's that? Yeah, where'd you like it? Back? We can just do this. It's one.